the Vomity Show, but it feels like an OG Vomity throwback. Your next comic coming to the stage is the host of Vomity, the current reigning host of Vomity. It went away for a little while during COVID. It came back. It's now Vomity in Progress, VIP. And your next comic hosts the second and last Wednesday of the month right here at Voyeur. Come see new comics, old comics. Your next comic coming to the stage. Give a loud round of applause for Lou Ferrighoe!
I've really just been running the light. I haven't been doing the hosting. We've been trying to get people that aren't me on the stage. So if you're interested in comedy and you want to come through and get a chance at hosting, let me know. But Lou Ferrighoe is a stage name that I created when I was Tindering real hard and aggressively. And Lou Ferrighoe comes from a playoff of Lou Ferrighoe, who's the Hulk, for those of you who know and those that don't. And my thing was, you won't like me when I'm horny. And it was true, they did not, but they dealt with it. Men would put up with a lot of things to get laid. And that's when Lou Ferrighoe was born. But I don't hoe anymore, I'm married now. And I've been thinking about changing my name. And so I was playing around with some, and I was like, what about, my initials at work are LL. I'm like, what about LL Cool Gay? My wife said, absolutely not. So if anyone's got ideas, that's all I came up with. I met Elijah Wood last weekend. I paid to meet Elijah Wood last weekend, and I wore this outfit, and it was at a fan expo, and everyone thought I was Miss Frizzle. I was like, honestly, I'll take it. But I didn't put that together until that convention. But I'm wearing it today just because I love this outfit. And you're welcome. But anyway, I didn't come up here to talk about that. I came up here to talk about random shit. That's one thing I love about open mic comedy. That's not what this is. So I apologize to you guys. This is an actual show. The one thing I love about open mic comedy is you just get to talk shit and have fun. And so that's what I came here to do. Is I'm here to talk a bunch of stupid shit and have fun. I work with some Gen Z. I love them. Okay, I'll say that. I don't know if anyone else works with some Gen Z. I work with some really awesome ones. But they didn't know who Elijah Wood was. So I had to explain that, and I pulled up a picture. I tried to pull up a picture of him, and he's in this crazy movie where he straight up looks like Smeagol. And I'm like, where the fuck is this? Where is this? I had a moment of shock. Anyway, there was a bad representation. I was like, not that, that's not him. That's not him. But then today I learned they didn't know that Drake used to be in Degrassi. They didn't know Jimmy in the Wheelchair Drake. And we need to remind them and Drake where he came from. Okay? We need to start letting them know. How the fuck? You don't know about Aubrey in the Wheelchair Drake? Graham? Okay. So we gotta bring that back, guys. I don't drink anymore, so I have other addictions. Like miniatures and taking the wire out of old spiral notebooks to use for art. Also not Smart Pop, that used to be it. Skinny Pop. I started getting into original flavor Skinny Pop specifically, and I had 2 party-sized bags a week ago. And when I told my wife we needed more, she's like, didn't you have 2 party-sized bags? And I said, yeah, I did. We need to go to the store. So now I have 2 more for now. The original. The other ones are weird. I like them, but they're like dry. They're really like, I don't know. You can try them if you want to. I don't recommend it. I don't know how to be happy for people when they tell me that they're pregnant. And not because I'm anti-baby, not because the economy, not because all the reasons that would be normal and reasonable. I was very afraid of immaculate conception as a child. And so it was my actual nightmare to get pregnant. So I was like, cool, dog, that's crazy. You're gonna lose bone mass. Hopefully it's safe. Good luck. But that's where I'm at in life. No kids, if you can't tell. Just pets. I have 5 pets. One is a senior cat. I work at a vet clinic now, so I try to be responsible and not just have a million cats. And like every time we get pets that like need rehoming, I really want them. But I've been super responsible. I only caved once, and it was a senior cat with arthritis, IBS, no teeth. He just consistently drooling. He gets crusty. Has to be cleaned 4 times a day. Has to be on a special diet. Needs his litter box changed at specific times of the day. Is on medication. Just like really responsible pet selecting. I gave myself a second job. I just took work home. Is essentially what I did. His name is Squishtopher. Some of you, if you go to my vet clinic, you probably know who he was. He used to be the clinic cat, but yeah, I love him, and my wife puts up with him. She thinks he's disgusting, but she knows that I love him, and she'll clean his face for me sometimes with like vomits when she does. Anyway, that was not in my set. I just love Squishtopher. The worst part about having a dog is that people think that I'm approachable. And my dog should have gone to the bathroom already, and you're distracting her. And so now I'm irritated, and I'm extra not friendly because it's cold outside. But I think I would dislike picking up dog poop a little bit less if, like, it was sparkly, Like, I really contemplated the ethics of, like, feeding my dog edible glitter. And I looked it up, and Reddit is also really interested. But no one's tried it yet, so if anyone does, let me know how it goes. Because it's not illegal, but again, I don't know if it's ethical. And how safe it is, it has not been tested, I'm assuming. But I think that would be solving a lot of problems. That, or at least it'd be nicer. You're walking around town, there's dog shit, and you're like, oh, okay. Nice little glitter combo. There, I see the holographic ones. No, that probably wouldn't be edible, actually. But anyway. Does it stay edible or glittery after it's been digested? I have more questions now than I did before it started. I'll update you guys another time when I know more. Anyway. I love the bus. I love public transportation. I love watching people. I love listening to people. I love being driven. So it's great for me. My car broke down a little while ago, and I got to take the bus, and I was so hyped. I was so stoked. And I know it's a huge privilege, but I was so excited. I was like, hell yeah, I haven't ridden the bus in forever. And so I'm like super excited. I get on the bus. Hell yeah, it's been forever. It's free now. And I get on the bus, and that bus called me a fat piece of shit, you guys. I got on the bus, and I was coming down the hill from up past Ralph's, and it's really not a smooth ride, so it's like, chun. So I'm sitting there, and my double chin's like, and I was like, cool, this is not humiliating at all. This is a great time. I'm having a great time. And I did once we got down the hill, but it was a very humbling moment for me after not being on the bus in a really long time. And even though I love buses, I don't really like Ubers. Not that I don't support Uber. I'm just uncomfortable in an Uber. It's too small of a space with one person. That, and when I get in Ubers with my wife, when we're like out of town, she will ask them if they like to party. And she's being genuine, like, what do you do around here? But instead of saying, what do you do around here for fun? She says, you like to party? And they're like, oh, what do you got in mind? Like, you don't hear yourself. You really don't hear yourself. So now we rent cars. I put on so much icy hot that the hot flashes made me look like I had the flu, so I had to bundle up and sweat out the back pain. I don't know if anyone's been there. It's all just really random stuff, you guys. I'm sorry. My next one's about ball sacks. Sorry if this makes anyone uncomfortable. personally a fan. I'll throw that out there, but that's not what this is about. I heard that they can be torn with the same amount of force as a paper bag. And so for some reason, my first thought was like, okay, if I'm in a situation, I just have to be like, man, I'm really into balls. Like, let me see what you're working with. You got a nice pair. Like, let me get a peep at those bad boys. And then I tear them and I run away. Right? That's my plan. So that's just girl thoughts. Just girl things. I think that was. I'm done. Or 1 minute. Should I wrap it up? Okay. All right, let me. What do I want to end with? I guess this one. It's the weirdest one that I have, but I really love it. I've never seen my dad's toes. I've never seen them. He's always wearing sneakers or boots, and I really want to ask him to show me his feet. But at this point, like, I'm 33, and I feel like that chance is I don't know. I just really want to know. I really want to know if he's responsible or if it's my mom that I got my fucking mangled little hobbit toes from. And he's always wearing boots. And I don't know. I guess my mom's feet are ugly too, so I didn't know if it was both of them or if, like, he's extra mangled, Like, I don't know. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I'm Lou Ferrighoe.
Lou Ferrighoe! Yeah, Lou is fucking funny as shit. That was great. Thanks, Lou.